We'll call this meeting to order. We'll ask for a roll call.
Belsley.
Here.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Here.
Lehman.
Here.
Newman.
Here.
Parrott.
Here.
Kaufman.
Here.
We have a quorum.
And pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There's no public hearings tonight, and the presentations will put under the police chief. So is there any public comments? Anybody in the public like to make a comment tonight? If not, the consent agenda tonight is the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of May 1st and the approval of the bills. Is there anything that anybody would like to take out of that agenda? If not, could you have a motion for approval?
So moved. Second.
Any comments? Ask for a roll call.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
Lehman.
Here.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Motion carries. Under village president, we have the board of trustees assignments of responsibility. And if we could have a motion, we'll put that on the table for any discussion.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Call for roll call.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
The next item is for the mayor pro temp. We have Sam Hare, trustee Hare. If we could have a motion for that, please.
So move. Second.
Any discussion? Call for roll call.
Hare.
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Congratulations, Sam.
Make sure you're here, Judge. Mayor Kaufman.
It was close. It was close.
The other item we have is the liquor license. We have an ordinance 17-01 to reduce the Class A2 license from 5 to 4. If we could have a motion for that.
So move.
Second.
Rod said.
Blunier. Any discussion? Ask for a roll call.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
Village clerk, anything tonight?
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Village administrator.
I have one item tonight, Your Honor. It's the May 2017 Tourism Grant Committee recommendations. The committee met and reviewed the applications for, there are 12 different groups that were approved. There's 15 different dates of events, and the total is $76,100.
And we discussed earlier there will be a fall round 2 then?
Correct.
Could I have a motion on that? Put it on the table.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Well, everybody's quiet tonight. We'll ask for a roll call.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
All right, how about the chief of police?
One thing, Your Honor, I'm going to move over to the
Okay.
podium.
Since 2004, there has been a service award for volunteerism. It was first promoted by President George W. Bush. and the volunteerism is given to those who volunteer 100 hours or greater during the course of a year. We've been recognizing our auxiliary since 2004 for their service to the community and volunteer status. We know that they work several events for us during the course of the year and save us many hours from actual regular officers being able to work, and they also serve in a volunteer capacity. They're our first line of defense for storms that come through since 1985. They started as weather spotters for us when the ESDA folded, and they do other events such as just their training, their monthly training they attend. They also qualify with firearms and other volunteer endeavors through the community, like our recent bicycle rodeo that we have. They help us with the Shop with a Cop. They also help with the drug take back that we do twice a year. So with that, we had 7 members of the organization that earned 100 hours or greater. We have 4 that were able to make it with us tonight to be recognized. I'd like to first acknowledge those members that were unable to attend tonight, and the first is Dennis Batzik. Dennis Batzik earned 100 hours of service for us. The next is Ryan Stalitz. Ryan volunteered 164 and a half hours. And Joe Stidman, who was 119 and a half hours. Joe had some medical issues last year. He's usually well over 200 hours for us, so we appreciate all their efforts. And as a group, the auxiliary had 1,777 and a quarter hours that they volunteered for our community. With that in mind, I would ask for your honor to step up here with me and recognize the 4 members that are with us tonight. The first that acknowledges Roger Evans. Roger gave us 106 and a half hours. Roger, thank you.
Roger, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief.
There you go.
Thank you.
If you stay here while we bring up the other ones. Nick Gilmore was 106 even. Yes.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks. Todd Glasscock. Todd had 134 and a half hours. Appreciate that. And then finally, Bob Willis. Bob has been with the organization since 1982. He's the longest tenured member with them, and he had 119 and a half hours. Thanks, Bob. Again, as a group, that was just short of 1,800 hours that they volunteered for us, and we can't thank them enough for what they give to us. So I'd like everybody to give them just a little hand here.
And isn't that what Morton's all about? We have so many volunteers in Morton, from firemen to police, auxiliary, and the chief often talks about you gentlemen helping us in several events, so thank you very much. Thanks again, guys. Thank you. That's right. I'm done highlighting, so that's what Morton's all about.
And that's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you, Chief. You can have a few more like that. All right, we'll go on to corporate counsel.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you. Director of Fire and Emergency Services.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you. Director of Public Works.
One item tonight, Your Honor. In front of you, I have item A. I'd like to ask for acceptance of bid for Cypress Avenue improvements in the amount of $673,307.44 and award of contract for same to Illinois Civil Contractors Incorporated.
Can I have a motion put on the table?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Why don't you explain to us a little bit what you're doing out there, want to do?
Yeah, this is phase 6 of 6 phases. So this is the completion of our complete reconstruction of the Woodlawn subdivision. The priority is the sanitary sewer in the subdivision, so this will complete that over, I think it's over the last decade, really. We've put this one on, postponed it 2 years. So we're ready for its complete reconstruction, sanitary, curb, pavement. We did budget $735,000, so it's under that. I would like to mention, though, we do include the engineering inspection and staking in that amount too. So I believe we'll be under budget, but we'll be really close to that budgeted amount. I will also like to add that $330,000 of that is from the general. So it is $200,000 is budgeted out of the water fund for the sewer, and $205,000 for the storm sewer, which includes inlets, some storm sewer, and curb and gutter.
And we held off that project last year, did we?
We
had
did
it on
hold that
schedule.
off last year, so
The sewer is bad there, and we're trying to get done in that neighborhood.
we will be having a meeting with the residents, pending your approval, this Wednesday night to go over all the details with them.
And it is a tough street to do.
It's one of the tougher ones to do. If you've been out to Cypress, it's a difficult one. It's not a typical slope. The one side of the road, a house is significantly lower than the other side, so it's been a challenge to design it. But I think we got a good design, and everyone should be happy when we're done.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Call roll.
Parrot.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Planning and zoning,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
okay. Village trustees, Mr. Belsley.
Jeff, I'll just share with publicly what I shared with you privately, I guess, to start things off.
Are we gonna tell stories here?
Most people don't know, or maybe several people know, that we go back quite a few years and share a lot of good memories growing up on Kansas Avenue. But I told Jeff earlier tonight is in all that time, I never imagined that I'd one day address him as Your Honor. But I guess it was the first time for everything.
Roger's
And,
struggling with that too.
And with that, though, I want to publicly congratulate you. I have privately, but wanted to publicly congratulate you for being our next mayor. And with that, Your Honor, I don't have anything to report.
All right, thank you, Randy. Our families go way back. His sisters were my babysitters. Mr. Blunier.
I just want to again welcome Trustee Parrott, Trustee Newman, and Trustee Lehman. I'm excited to have you on the team and looking forward to the difference we can make as a team. And to you, Jeff, welcome. I'm excited to work with you.
Trustee Lehman.
I just want to go out and just thank everyone for how welcoming everyone's been so far, and you know it's going to be an exciting next 4 years, and look forward to working with everyone here.
Thank you. Trustee Hare.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Trustee Newman.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, I would just like to thank everyone for allowing me this opportunity to serve the village.
Trustee Parrott.
As they've all said, I want to thank you guys for all being so welcoming and looking forward to serving with all of you.
Well, now we're going to make a motion to move to closed session, and now you all are going to go to work. So if I could have a motion to move to closed session, please.
So moved.
Second.
We'll take a roll call, please.
If I could, Jeff, before we take roll call, it is noted on the agenda, but it wasn't mentioned in the motion. That's for the purpose of discussing
True.
collective negotiating matters between the village and its employees or their representatives per 5 ILCS 120/2C2.
We'll make that part of the motions.
Thank you.
Okay. Roll call.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare.
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
So moved.
Any action afterwards? so.
No action.